Welcome to this Power Query and Power BI roadmap session. In this session, I will walk you through a complete overview, a roadmap, what are the things you should consider to learn these modern tools and why you should learn this. All right. So to begin with, we have a small group today. So we'll start with a quick round of introduction, a one-liner from each one of you, just your name, location, and what you're expecting from this demo session. Okay. So let's start.
Okay, I will start from my side. So I'm Om Prasanna Salve. I'm from Pune only,
Hmm.
and the expectation from this session will be, you know, at least a starting or a roadmap through the Power BI, that how Power BI works and
Hmm.
how it is going to help me to drive things or move from Excel to Power BI.
All right. Good enough. Thank you, Om Prasad. Welcome to the
Thank you.
session.
Thank you.
Hmm. Next.
Hi, I'm Vinolan. I'm from Adelaide, Australia. Sir, I always look forward to your sessions, and it is very, very clear and concise. So that's the reason. Last session also, I got so many insights from a session. I am currently working in a bank and as a customer support.
All right. Thank you, Vinalin. Once again, welcome. And I'm sure like today also you will learn or you will get some takeaway from this session, which will help you to work to make your work easy at your workplace. So
Yeah,
welcome
thank
again.
you, sir. No doubt, sir. I'm very sure. Thank you.
All right. Who wants to go next?
I can go next, sir.
Yes, Vinayak.
So, hey, hi everyone. This is Vinayak. I have joined from Mumbai.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, I am working as a senior business analyst with US healthcare company.
Mm-hmm.
And my objective is to, as Vinolin said, get some insight from Sir's session since I had already
Mm-hmm.
joined and completed the course.
Mm-hmm.
But I still, every time there is a session, it's something new that you learn out of
Of
these
course.
sessions.
Yeah.
So just join this session to learn something new.
Definitely, Vinayak. Welcome to the session, and I'm sure like you will have some takeaway from the session as well. Okay. All right. Who else? Venkata, Komal,
This is Venkatraman
Venkat.
from Pune,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm working in multimedia right now.
Okay.
And I joined this demo session, which referred by my friend
Uh-huh.
Ram.
Uh-huh. Ram is
So I want to just know how Power BI work and how it's.
going to help you, right?
Ah,
Okay.
that's
Thank you for joining and welcome to the session. Komal, yes, please go ahead.
Yeah, so good morning, sir. Myself Komal.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my friend referred me for this session.
Mm-hmm.
This is my first class,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have idea about it. I
Okay.
want to know about Power BI.
All right. कोमल अभी कुछ काम करते हो अभी आप हैव यू completed your graduation or you're working somewhere?
Yes, sir. I was working in one of the manufacturing company which is located in Bangalore.
सो
Yeah.
आप एक्सेल वगैरह पे कुछ काम करते हो एक्सेल पे या फिर कुछ रिपोर्ट्स पे कुछ काम करते हो आप?
No, sir. I was totally doing on SAP S4 HANA. So work is totally dependent on that.
Okay, okay. All right, no problem. I'm sure like after this session you'll have a more clarity what exactly these tools is and how it's going to help you. All right? Okay.
Okay.
So thank you for joining the session and welcome to the session.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Vinod. Yes, yes, you are audible now.
Yeah, hi sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Yes.
Yeah, good afternoon, all of you. Actually, my name is Vinod, and I'm also working in IT professional as a data analyst. And
Okay.
actually, I want to learn this Power BI to more promotion like that data scientist.
Okay.
So that's why I'm learning to Power BI. Yes.
All right. Okay, Vinod. Thank you so much. How the things are going, Vinod? Work-wise, everything
Good
okay?
sir. Good sir.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, without any delay, we are going to start our session. So, once again, very good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this Power Query and Power BI roadmap demo session by Data Skill Up. My name is Mohammed Shabir, and I will walk you through this complete roadmap. And after this session, you will be in a position to take a decision whether to learn this tool and how this tool will help you in your work to create a modern report and to do some deep analysis. All right. So quick about myself. I think most of the people already know me. So if you don't know, then the quick about myself. So I'm Mohammad Shabir, having a 12 plus years of experience in teaching and mentorship. And so far I have mentor or teach like conducted many trainings for individuals as well as for the groups. So my expertise is in all the data analytics tool. Okay. Agenda for this session. So, what is the agenda for today's session? So, in today's session, you are going to understand what is this power query. ये power query क्या है और हमें इसे क्यों सीखना चाहिए? Why to learn? Data preparation and data presentation, two important aspect of any reporting project. Then Excel dashboard versus Power BI dashboard. So why to choose Power BI dashboard over Excel dashboard, right? So difference between Excel and Power BI dashboard, a detailed 12 weeks roadmap. What are the things you should consider in order to learn or to upgrade these two modern tools? How to learn? What are the different opportunities available? Q&A and the next step. All right. So starting with Power Query. Now I'm sure like you all are working with Excel from a long time. So anyone wants to add anyone wants to say what is this Power Query? Yes, Vinayak.
It's a data transformation tool, sir.
It's a data transformation tool. Absolutely correct.
Mm.
So it's a data transformation or data cleaning tool. So we have a Power Query. Power Query is used to collect the data, clean the data, and prepare the data. Remember, before you go to any project, any reporting project, you require a clean data. When you download the data from other Excel, from CSV, from HTML, so वहाँ पे क्या होता है कि वहाँ पे data clean नहीं होता है, right? You have to perform lot of Excel formula to perform the data cleaning. So instead of performing Excel formulas, you can use this Power Query, which will create a kind of a automation without writing a complex formulas or coding. कोडिंग के बगैर आप क्या कर सकते हो, इसे आप जो है डेटा क्लीनिंग के लिए एज अ टेम्पलेट बना सकते हो, इसे यूज कर सकते हो. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट इज दिस पावर बीआई? पावर बीआई, आई एम श्योर के आप सभी ने इसका नाम सुना है. इट्स नॉट अ न्यू थिंग, राइट? इन अ रिपोर्टिंग वर्ल्ड और इन अ डेटा एनालिस्ट वर्ल्ड और डेटा साइंटिस्ट वर्ल्ड, पावर बीआई इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट यूज BI tool. Now it is used to analyze the data, create a reports, interactive reports like charts and dashboard, and you can definitely find insights from the reports very easily compared to the Excel. All right. So मैं आपको कुछ लाइव एग्जांपल बताने वाला हूँ दोनों ही टॉपिक के, जिससे आपको क्लियरिटी मिलेंगी कि हमें पावर बीआई और पावर क्वेरी को सीखना चाहिए या नहीं. ठीक है. So let's start with the live example. So quickly, the live example for Power Query and Power BI. So I have this file, Excel file. So you have this data in Excel. Okay. Now the target is to remove the duplicates because this data has some duplicate information. And what is the problem do you see with the data? Do you see any problem with the data? कुछ आपको लग रहा है इसमें कुछ challenges?
So not aligned properly.
Not aligned properly. Okay. What else? Look closely.
Spelling mistakes are there, sir.
Spelling mistakes. Okay. All right.
And all
All right. Okay. And the most important is there are some
duplicates.
there are some duplicated, there are some extra spaces.
Yeah.
These are some extra spaces, right? So look at this here. These are some extra spaces. Now, अगर आपको इसको अलग अलग करना है, इसको clean करना है. Now look at this. This west is a proper and this we can say in a small case. So it is not formatted. The data is there, but it is not formatted. If you're trying to create a pivot table on this, you will not get a right answer. If you're trying to add some SUMIF formula, VLOOKUP formula, then definitely there will be a problem. If you do a count of these employees, you will get an incorrect answer because of this duplicate. How you will perform the data cleaning here? So I think 3 to 4 concept or topic you have to add here. First, remove duplicate. You can use a remove duplicate, or you can use a unique formula. In order to clean these spaces, you need to use a trim function, and then definitely you have to align these words properly. So you have to use a proper or a left function, right? So काफी सारा आपको इसमें Excel के formulas के जरिए आपको इसको करना रहेगा, right? Now I'll show you the live example how we can do this. One live example. So let me copy this data and I'll take this data here. Okay. Now pay attention on the screen. You will understand how easy this is in a Power Query. How easy this is in a Power Query. So first of all, this Power Query is available from 2016 onwards. 2016 onwards ये पावर क्वेरी अवेलेबल है एज अ इनबिल्ट फीचर, राइट, एज अ इनबिल्ट फंक्शन अवेलेबल है ये, राइट. अर्लियर इट वाज अवेलेबल एज अ एड इन. So Power Query data cleaning machine, right, or we can say a tool where we load the data to Power Query, we perform the data transformation, and then we see the result either in Excel or either in a Power BI, right? So let's have a look here. So I'll keep the cursor here on this data. I'll go to the data tab. As I promised, I'm going to show you this live example. So you will understand how easy this is, easy to learn. So I'll go to the data tab and then I'll click on this from table range. Okay, because my data is here from table range. So automatically the data will be converted into table. Now how to convert this into table? You have this create table dialog box. Press OK and look at this now. Your data will be loaded to Power Query, and this is your Power Query window. In this Power Query window, you have a lot of advanced options available for the data cleaning, and now it is not similar to the Excel. So Excel के शॉर्टकट कीज वगैरह यहाँ पे काम नहीं करेंगे. अब हम इसमें देखेंगे कितना इजीली हम लोग यहाँ से जो है डुप्लीकेट्स और ट्रिम और ये सारी चीजें कर सकते हैं. So you have a table one where you have this data loaded. Now my task is I need to remove duplicates, I need to fix the spaces, and I need to fix the formatting. So select everything, Control A, very simple. I'll go to the Home tab, remove rows, and simple I have a remove duplicate. Now this you will ask me, I can do this easily in Excel. Why I am doing here? So just hold on for a 2 minute, and then I'll explain you why it is important to do this in a Power Query. So click on remove duplicate. Duplicates are removed. I don't want these spaces, extra spaces. तो मैं right click करता हूँ column पे, right click, then I have a transform tab, then I can do trim. So look at this here, data is clean enough. I can do same for the region column. I can do the trim, and then definitely I want this west as a capital. So definitely I will go to this one, right click, and then I can do transform again, and I can say capitalize each word. So capitalize each word, and I can also see some problem with the east. So it's a EAST, and I want to change this to normal east. So right click again and replace. Look at this. Everything I am doing using the right click. Everything is possible using the simple right click option. So click here, and then you have this EAST, or I think it's a EAST, which I will replace with east. Okay, look at this now. And you have the data here. Now final step, close and load, and I will close and load this too in a same Excel. Okay, just 1 more minute, and then you have a better clarity why we are doing this in Power Query. So this data, the result is very simple, loaded in Excel. It took me hardly 2 minutes. Just in 2 minutes, I got this nice clear answer. Now let's see the benefit. Tomorrow you have a new data coming here. Look at this. ये नया data आपके पास में आ रहा है, ठीक है? All these are the duplicate values, okay? And then I want to see the result here. So usually if I am applying some formula, मुझे formula को fill करना रहेगा, मुझे formula फिर से लिखना रहेगा. But here I don't require, because we already loaded this data in a Power Query in a backend, and from there we are seeing this clean result, right? So in order to get this answer here, I just need to do a right click and then refresh. But यहाँ पे तो आंसर नहीं आया. What could be the reason why I'm not able to see the answer here? So if you
Yeah,
have understood,
we
uh-huh,
already removed duplicates,
we
sir.
already
That
removed the
column.
duplicate, and that's the reason it is not appearing. And now let's say if I simply change this to, let's say, west, and I have make this as a unique, right? And now if I do right click, and then if I simply do a refresh, and look at this now, the data is appearing properly, right? So trim is, we have to apply one more thing, clean. I think we forget to add the clean part. So when we add a clean part, this will also get removed, right? So as of now, we have created this template, and then whenever your new data is coming up here, what will happen? You simply do the refresh and you have the answer here. And that's the reason why Power Query is more in demand, because you don't require any formula. If I delete this entire part, not to worry. Right click here, simple refresh, and I will have my answer. So that's the reason Power Query is more important a tool to learn when you're working in Excel. अगर आप Excel में काम कर रहे हो और आपके पास में repetitive task है, you have some repetitive task. Every day new data is coming and a lot of problem is there with the data, and you're spending time in a data cleaning, then definitely this is a tool which you should consider to learn to upgrade your skill. This is just one example, but I will show you a few more example here. Then you have a more clarity. So let me show you the another one example. So this one is a clean data. Okay, I'll show you one more example with some more uh, complex scenarios. Look at this here. I have this type of unstructured data. Now here, lot of problem is there. I have I have a duplicate rows. I have a blank rows. I have a blank columns. My data type, data structure is not clear. Look at this here. यहाँ पे जो आप देख रहे हो, numbers are stored as a text. There are some extra columns, some extra information is there. No proper discount is given. I need to add a discount column as well. Again, customer name. You can see a lot of extra spaces here. Date may be not in a correct format and so on. And you want to get this type of answer. This can be done very easily using the Power Query. So in future, your new data is coming up here. You don't have to worry. XYZ. If your data is in Excel, outside Excel, कोई problem नहीं है. आप जो है बस यहाँ पे आके refresh करोगे and you will have your data. You have answer here. Okay. Clear this everyone? So far so good. थोड़ा सा idea मिल रहा है. What is this Power Query? Why we use a Power Query?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, a little bit, right? Because it's a beginning. Very first time you're seeing this, so थोड़ा सा आपको ऐसा difficult level लगेगा कि यार ये तो क्या है, ये तो कुछ अलग चीज है. I am an Excel user. I'm using a lot of Excel in my day-to-day work. So how I'll remember this and everything? Not to worry. I'm going to give you some free resource for this, right? To learn all these things. So we have our on our website. If you go to our website, dataskillup.com, I'll show you. So this dataskillup.com, you can go to this and you can go to this Power Query Essential course and it's absolutely free. You can definitely go ahead and enroll for this and then you will learn here with the exercise file. Everything is there. The example which I'm showing you now is everything is there with the proper Excel files and you can definitely go ahead, do the practice and learn this part, right? I'm going to share a link with you in a chat window so you can definitely enroll for this. All right, one more example. Very interesting one. So I have a data here, for example, real time scenario. You have a order data, order table. Every day, your front end team, like accept the order from the customer से वो कुछ order लेते हैं, तो ये order ID generate हुआ है, and then you have a order quantity. Then you transfer this table or information to the delivery team. What they do, they check, okay, this order ID, this was the customer and they have asked 32 products, but we have delivered how much? 7 products only. But after some time, what happens? If the customer is not liking the product, then he will return that product to us, right? So there is a third information, third table for a return quantity. So अगर अभी मुझे देखना है यहाँ पर इस ऑर्डर को मुझे कितना मिला था 32. I have delivered 7. But for this ID, if I go and check here, for example, so there is no return for this ID, so which is good. But information is available in a 3 different table. What my management or what my team wants to see is something like this, a one view where I have this order ID, total order, received 32, shipped 7, there is no return so far, right? So how we are going to merge these 3 table is as a one table. If I ask you this question in Excel, then you can do that, but with a lot of formulas. First, you have to combine this all manually, and then you have to get the unique count from this table as a one column. Then you will apply maybe VLOOKUP or XLOOKUP in order to get this answer. But again, there will be a lot of formulas. No guarantee like, okay, if your data will increase or if your formula will not break, right? It will not auto update. So a lot of problem will be there. So these type of complex scenarios can be easily solved using this Power Query. I have this Power Query here and I have got the answer from this 3 table as a one table, right? And now in future, if any new order is appeared here, I can definitely go ahead and I can do refresh and I will get my answer here within a seconds, right? So this is the benefit of a Power Query. I'll show you the example here. I'll copy this ID and let me see this ID here. So this is the ID, okay? And so as of now, let's say there was a no, 32 was a like official order we received, 7 was delivered. There's a no return. Let me add one row for this order ID and for this customer in a return table. Sorry, not here, in a return table. सो मान लीजिए यहाँ पे मुझे इसका रिटर्न आ गया इसका 163 and we receive 5 products as a return. So we receive this 5 product as a return. Now if I go to the master table, look at this line now. This one, as of now there is nothing. Right click, and if I do refresh, and I can look at this here, I got the 5 here. So this is the benefit of a power query. Yeah, there are 3 different tables, और उस टेबल को मैंने मैन्युअली अपेंड नहीं किया, मैंने उसको मैन्युअली कोई फॉर्मूला नहीं लगाया. देयर इज नो फॉर्मूला हियर एट ऑल, बट दिस प्रॉब्लम इज सॉल्व using the power query. So in the backend we have performed all these actions, like how to combine this, how to get everything in a one row, and it took hardly 5 or 7 steps. 5 या 7 स्टेप्स को हमने अप्लाई किया पावर क्वेरी के अंदर में, और हमें आंसर मिला. I will show you the answer as well, like how it looks. So it's in a power query. Look at this here, master table. If I go to the master table, and then there are hardly 5 or 7 steps, if I'm not wrong, in order to achieve this. Oh, not even 5 or 7 steps. It's only 2 steps. It's only 2 steps. 2 स्टेप के अंदर में हमको ये आंसर मिला है, और वी कैन से 3 इफ आई इंक्लूड द सोर्स. 3 स्टेप्स को मैंने अप्लाई किया, एंड देन आई हैव कंबाइंड दिस टेबल, 3 tables डायनामिकली इन वन मास्टर शीट. व्हाट डू यू से नाउ एवरीवन? एक्सेल में होते तो कितना टाइम लगता है इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए?
Yeah, it wouldn't. I mean, it would have taken a lot of time.
Lot of time, right?
Yeah.
And definitely the accuracy part, productivity, right? Every day you have to check, and you can do that. जैसा मैंने स्टार्ट में बोला, you can do that, but with lot of extra efforts. और यहाँ पे आपने देखा है, with just 2 or 3 steps, you load the data in Power Query, you perform 2 3 steps, and then you get a clean answer, right? Anyone else? Any other thought on this?
It's definitely time saving, and
Right?
it helps when the data is too big.
Right. So definitely Power Query जो है आपका Power Query जो है, it's definitely a time saver, or we can say a very important part, right? Now I'll show you one more example of a Power Query. Look at this here. You will be asking me, यार ठीक है, एक example, 2 example. I can show you like hundreds of example like this, which is definitely not easily available, not easily possible in Excel, but you can do this easily in Power Query. So this is a scenario. Look at this here. I have a name of employee. I have like employee name, and then employee ID and the process, and then these are the some sales done in this particular week. If I ask you, can you create a pivot table on this? Believe me, it is not possible. You cannot create a pivot table on this. I want to see a monthly sales for one particular employee, or I want to see week on week sales by the different process. It is not possible. But with the help of this Power Query, we can create this type of pivot tables. So here look at this. I have a weekly performance by different process, and I have a monthly performance by the different process, voice and non-voice. So this data, if you want, you can definitely try this. आप इस डेटा को ले लीजिए, और अब जब इसका पिवट टेबल बनाने की कोशिश करोगे, you will not able to get the right answer, right? But with Power Query, I think again, if I show you the steps, how many steps are involved in this? So I don't think so more than again 5 or 7, but let's have a look. Again, look at this here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. With just 7 steps, you have converted your horizontal data into vertical, and then you can see the result very easily in Excel as a pivot table. So these are some, like scenarios or examples which I want to showcase you, so that you can have an idea before you take a call. Do I need to learn Power Query? क्या होता है यूजुअली कि मुझे नहीं पता है कि ये मेरे लिए बेनिफिशियल है या नहीं है, बट बस किसी ने बोला है पावर क्वेरी सीखना है, तो मैं सीख रहा हूं, एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट ओनली इफ आई टेक अ डिसीजन, समटाइम्स इट बिकम्स इट इज अ राइट समटाइम्स, बट सम नॉट ऑलवेज. तो ये जो बताने का पर्पस आपको ये है कि यू कैन टेक अ कॉल, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड whether you are facing these type of challenges. If yes, then definitely you should learn the Power Query, and in order to understand more in detail, you can definitely go and explore this Power Query essential course, which is absolutely free, where you will find the Power Query essential, data cleaning, automation in Excel, combining and appending the files in Excel. Your files are in a multiple, your data is in a multiple files, and it's in a workbook, how you can append them, how you can do merge, and how you can definitely see the result. And definitely there is some small quiz here, which you can give a quiz, and you can check like, okay, how much you have understood from this one. Sounds good, everyone? Yes or no about this Power Query?
Yes, sir.
What do you say? Right? This was the first part. So in a report project, or in any report creation, or you have to focus on two major things. What is that? One is a data cleaning and one is a data presentation. So data cleaning or data preparation you can do using Power Query. But when it comes to a data presentation, why Power BI is important? I'll show you one example here. Pay attention on the screen, everyone. Live example, one more. So I have this sales data. Okay, एक मेरे पास में sales data है around how many columns? I have around 21 columns and then I have around 1000 rows, 10,000 rows. Okay, तो अगर इस पे मुझे कुछ रिपोर्ट बनानी है, इनसाइट्स अगर मुझे निकालना है, तो मेरे लिए क्या ऑप्शंस है? ट्राई टू आंसर दिस. यू ऑल आर द एक्सेल यूजर्स. सो हम लोग इसमें से कैसे इनसाइट्स को निकालते हैं हम लोग? हाउ वी एक्सट्रैक्ट द इनसाइट्स फ्रॉम दिस डेटा? Data is clean, so no worry about the data cleaning part. So there are two options. One is definitely you can go ahead and you can create a lot of pivot tables. So when you create a pivot tables, you have a you can create a pivot tables over the period of time, category wise pivot table, segment wise pivot table, but all these are the tabular data. All these are the tabular data. टेबुलर डेटा गलत नहीं है, लेकिन अगर आपने इसमें कुछ चार्ट्स को ऐड किया तो इट विल गिव मोर क्लैरिटी to your data and insights. So you will say, ठीक है, no problem. I'll go ahead and I will create this type of charts on this. Now, these type of charts definitely going to help me to understand how I'm performing in terms of category wise, in terms of segment, in terms of over the period of time, and by category. But these charts are the static charts. What does this mean? They're not interacting with each other. ये एक screenshot हो गया है. Even though these are the charts, but this has become a screenshot. Now you will tell me, okay, fine, no problem. In a pivot table I can add a slicers to make it interactive. All right, I agree with you. So I can go ahead and I can add some slicers here. यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया है, कुछ स्लाइसर्स ऐड कर दिए है, जैसे कि रीजन वाइज परफॉर्मेंस मुझे देखना है, शिप मोड मुझे देखना है, ईयर वाइज परफॉर्मेंस देखना है. सो आई कैन डेफिनेटली क्लिक ऑन दीज स्लाइसर्स एंड यू कैन सी हियर द नंबर्स आर अपडेटिंग, which is fine, but still it is not that interactive. अगर मैं इस कंज्यूमर को ही सिलेक्ट करना चाहता हूं, तो कंज्यूमर के लिए मुझे यहाँ पे एक स्लाइसर ऐड करना होगा, राइट? आई कैन नॉट डायरेक्टली क्लिक ऑन दिस कंज्यूमर पार्ट सो दैट एवरीथिंग विल गेट चेंज. नाउ हियर the advanced BI tool comes into picture. This is the traditional report, which is good. I'm not saying this is bad or you don't create this one, but it has a lot of limitations. Now, what are the limitations? The charts are not interactive. If I want to share this data with you, then I need to share this entire file. Everyone, yes or no?
It might be all data are leaked.
All data
Are leaked.
or leaked. Yes, definitely. Data
Yes.
security. Data security, right? I have this raw data. ये raw data भी मेरा आपके साथ में चला जाएगा, right? And then when you say data leak, if you forward this file to someone else, do I have any control? मैं उसको कुछ control कर सकता हूँ?
Nope.
No.
No, I don't have any control. I don't know whom you are sharing with this, right? My data is at risk. So it is good to create basic reports in this. But if you really have some confidential data, some important reports, then definitely this is not recommended. You required some strong data secured reports, right? And that's the reason the Power BI comes into picture. So I'll show you some live example of a Power BI as well. We are not going to create any report now. How the Power BI report looks like. So I have 4 Power BI reports. One by one, I will show you this customer success report. Look at this. A very nice and modern look created with a multi-page report. One is a customer satisfaction and one is a CSAT. I have 4 different scenarios like HR report, sales report, learning and development team, and this is a quality team. So if I click on this customer satisfaction, and this is how the report looks like. Okay, so यहाँ पे data load हो जाएगा ये. It's a live data. It's a live data connected with the SQL server. So look at this here. It takes time, hardly 1 or 2 minutes to load all the data from a SQL server. So we have a 3,000 tickets. And when I say interactivity, na, look at this here. If I click on this login part, there's some issue. If I click on the login part, then everything is updated here. Everything is updated. So these are interacting with each other. So if I want to see a specific, for example, employee this Anamika, if I click on this Anamika's performance, I can see all the performance for this employee. Total ticket handle 8, ticket close 5, reopen percentage and everything, right? So all these charts are interacting with each other. Look at, it's a second page here. Now in a second page, more detailed analysis, some scatter chart, clustering chart, right? All these type of charts are not available in your traditional Excel report. This is a one, but second I will show you The most common like the department is the HR. So you have a HR performance, you have a employee ratio, average rating, their appraisal ratings, their education background, ratio by male and female, ratio by we can say part time and full time, how many employees are there, by department wise, the tenurity and everything. Now all these things can be easily created in Power BI. There is no कोडिंग एक्सपीरियंस रिक्वायर्ड, देर इज नो टेक्निकल बैकग्राउंड रिक्वायर्ड, आपको डेटा साइंटिस्ट या फिर आपको कंप्यूटर साइंस से होना जरूरी बिल्कुल भी नहीं है व्हेन यू आर लर्निंग और व्हेन यू आर क्रिएटिंग अ पावर बीआई रिपोर्ट्स. सो दिस इज अ सेकंड वन. I'll show you one more thing. This is a financial report. Now, some additional part is there. Some forecasting is added here, like comparing this year with the previous years. If it's a high, low, you can definitely see some arrow will change there, right? So these are all interacting with each other. 16% compared to 2022, it's a down. So previous year it was on a lower side. So how we can create this type of reports, this type of designing part and everything, right? And one more example I will show you. It's a L&D team, learning and training effective analysis. So how your training was, like, look at this here. In one chart, you can showcase two charts. So this is my percentage and this is my value. Look at this here. In one chart, you can showcase this type of overlapping chart, comparison from previous year to current year, different type of departments are here. If I click on this, so the point here is all these are the interactive reports, which is definitely not possible in Excel. एंड नाउ यू आर गोइंग टू आस्क मी द क्वेश्चन, ठीक है ये इंटरेक्टिव रिपोर्ट्स है, बहुत अच्छी बात है, बट आई हैव टू बाय अ लाइसेंस, आई हैव टू गो विद द एडिशनल डाउनलोड एंड इंस्टॉलेशन, राइट? सो डेफिनेटली इसमें लाइसेंस लगेगा, बट नॉट टू क्रिएट द रिपोर्ट. Power BI desktop is absolutely free from the Microsoft itself. You can definitely go ahead and create the reports by your own and on a production only. और आप जब इसको शेयर करोगे, कोलैबोरेशन करोगे आप क्लाउड पे, तब आपको इसमें लाइसेंस लगता है. बट apart from that sharing and collaboration, you don't require any kind of license. And that's the reason why companies are shifting their Excel report to the Power BI. आज जो भी एमआईएस के एग्जीक्यूटिव्स है, WFM, डेटा एनालिस्ट, what companies are expecting from these people, like you upgrade the reporting part, you create some modern look, you create some advanced analysis part, right, which is not possible in Excel. And that's the reason Power BI comes into picture. The reason is clear why Power BI is more in demand, yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. So coming back to this slide, what is this Power Query and Power BI? Both are equally important. Both are equally important. One benefit of Power Query is what? Do you know? Like Power Query, when you learn, you can apply the Power Query in Excel as well, and the same Power Query is available in Power BI as well. So अगर आपने पावर क्वेरी को सीखा है तो उसका बेनिफिट आपको दो जगह मिलेगा. एक्सेल में भी देख सकते हो आउटपुट, और आप उसको पावर बीआई के अंदर में भी उसका आउटपुट आप देख सकते हो. एंड बोथ आर इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट. One is a data cleaning, one is a data presentation. So when you clean the data, when you present the data, both are important, right? So cleaning के लिए आपको कोई कोडिंग की जरूरत नहीं है, कोई आपको एक्सटेंसिव फॉर्मूलाज लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है. You can use a Power Query inbuilt features, and you can definitely save you a lot of time and increase the productivity and efficiency. All of you, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now it's a very vast topic. So the question is, how much time it will take to learn, and what are the things should I learn, right? So पावर क्वेरी के लिए तो मैंने आपको एक स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट दे दिया है, आप इसको जरूर जाके देखें. एज ऑफ नाउ आई विल शो यू द ब्लूप्रिंट you required, according to based on my experience, in order to create an independent report, you required 60 hours of extensive training. Okay, in this you spend 4 weeks to learn Power Query. And what are the things you need to learn in a Power Query? I've mentioned here is all the topics with the name. You can definitely take a screenshot of this, or I'm going to share the recording also. It is available there. So in Power Query, you need to learn these many steps, these many points. Definitely you will able to create automation without writing a code if you are very much clear about all this 20 hours of topic. And then for Power BI, I would say go double of this. It's a 80 hours topic, right? So these are some topics which you need to learn for the Power BI. So starting with installation, download, user interface till RLS and export to the cloud, and share, create a mobile views and everything, right? So lot of new examples we have added in our this course. Like these are the earlier it was just like the basic and intermediate, but now this is up to expert level. I've shown you four different dashboards. Likewise, we also create four more, total 8 to 10 different type of dashboard, considering different 8 domains or 8 to 10 different domains, like we are going to learn in this session, right? Along with this, I also recommend to complete your Power BI certification, which is PL 300 examination. Now, we also support you to understand and to go through all the exam data sets, question answers, so that when you apply for the exam, you can and you can complete or you can clear that very confidently. Clear this, everyone? This blueprint and what are the how much time you required? 5 hours weekly to learn. Weekly 5 hours. So you have to spend 4 weeks for Power Query, and then you have to spend 8 weeks. That is total 12 weeks. If you go with the proper, with the discipline, every week 5 hours, then definitely in a 12 weeks, you will be a complete different person when it comes to a reporting. You will be able to create independent reports on your own. Clear, everyone, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Hmm. Okay. Any question here before I go to the next part?
One question from my side, sir.
Yes.
On this side,
Yes.
as I mean, most of the Power BI dashboard connected to the SQLs only.
Ha
I
ha.
mean, the SQL servers.
Ha.
So, is it that we need to learn the how the SQL also works, or
No, no,
we
no.
just need to
You just need to understand how to create a connection.
create a connection?
Right.
Okay.
So if I go to this get data, look at this. I can create to somewhere around 80 plus data sources. Right. Now it just I need to understand how I can build a connection between Excel and Power BI. How I can build a connection between SQL Server and a Power BI. And maybe some web page or maybe PDF or maybe Azure SQL database or maybe some Access database, SharePoint. It just how to build a connection. You just need to extract a data. And if you know the basic of that tool, that is enough. You don't have to learn extensively until and unless you are working on a SQL server.
SQL server.
राइट।
Okay.
अगर आप SQL सर्वर पे काम नहीं कर रहे हो तो उसको पूरा सीखने की जरूरत नहीं है। कनेक्शन वाला पार्ट तो मैं खुद आपको बता दूंगा, हाउ वी कैन क्रिएट अ कनेक्शंस, राइट? व्हाट आर द क्रेडेंशियल्स रिक्वायर्ड एंड हाउ यू कैन फेच द डेटा। बेसिक कमांड्स हम लोग देख लेते हैं इसमें ये।
Okay.
ओके,
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
ऑल राइट, नो प्रॉब्लम। एनीवन एल्स, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन इन दिस so far?
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, हाँ विनोलिन बोलिए।
The last time when you told me, like, for a data analyst, you gave us a roadmap, right?
Yes, yes,
Like, the sequence is very important, you told.
yes.
So if we are directly going into Power BI,
Power BI, yes.
yeah, we are skipping those steps, right? Like, is it okay?
Now I'll tell you why, who can go for the Power Query. Now let's say there are many people, like everyone, we all are working with Excels, right? So you don't
Yeah.
require any basic or any intermediate training of Excel, because you're already aware of a VLOOKUP, you're already aware of a pivot table, you already know the SUMIF, right? So if someone completely don't know this part, then we suggest to go with the roadmap of our data analytics, where we start with the Excel, right? Now, this one, Power Query and Power BI comes at a position number 2 and 3. Why? If someone is already working in Excel, like Om, you mentioned, like you're already creating a reports. Vinod, Vinayak, you have already mentioned, you are creating a reports in Excel. That means you're good at Excel. Now you want to go to the next level. From Excel, you want to go to the modern BI tools, right? So there you require this Power Query and this one. If I'll say still, if you are not clear with the VLOOKUP, pivot table, sum if formula, if formula, the basic of Excel, then definitely you should start with the Excel. Otherwise, it's okay to start with the Power Query,
Okay, thank you, sir.
right? All right. You're just focusing on reporting part. You're just focusing on a reporting part, then this is also good. There is no harm in this as well, right? And that's why then we created a flow in such a way that if someone wants to complete the entire data analytics can go with this part. But if someone has already knowledge of a Excel and immediately you don't require any SQL or Python knowledge, right? Then definitely you can go with this part, which is absolutely fine. And that's the reason it is created in this way. Clear, all of you? So far, so good?
Yes, sir.
Yes? All right. Now, the question is how to learn. So, there are two options, right? One, you can do it alone. So I'll definitely help you with the resources. The one I have helped you with the Power Query Essential, and very soon we are going to have Power BI Essential as well on our website, where you can definitely go ahead and you can complete all the exercise file and everything, and you will learn on your own. Second, do it with an expert or a coach. Now this is important. Here you don't have to worry about which topic you should learn next. आपको YouTube पे जाके सर्च करने की जरूरत नहीं है. You have a very clear road map. Everything is designed for you. You just sit, relax, and follow the instruction, and then definitely the things will become easy for you. So within a 12 weeks, your learning span of within 12 weeks, you will able to understand very clearly this Power Query and then this Power BI, right? At an expert level. So we have a lot of like advanced functionality in a Power BI, how to use them, where to use them, hands-on with a practical case to case. I'm going to explain you this one. The benefit of learning with the expert guidance. What are the benefits? As I mentioned, you don't have to worry about in searching the content. Content is already defined for you. Step by step notes will be given to you. Recorded session will be given to you. Live hands-on training with me. So आप ऐसा नहीं होगा कि मैं आपको recording दे दूंगा और you just go and you learn by your own. No, there will be a complete live session where I'll be explaining you, and then I will give you time for the practice so that you can do along with me, online or offline, and then definitely you can share your screen, you can ask the question, things will become easy for you. And then I also recommend follow these three steps if you are learning with me. First is understand and learn under the guidance, practice every single topic. So जो भी मैं आपको बताऊंगा, I have explained you today, let's say for example DAX, then definitely go ahead and do the practice of this at least 5 times. The most important part is implement this at your work. जितना भी आप सीख रहे हो उसको आप क्या करो, अपने वर्क पे जाके उसको इम्प्लीमेंट करो. We use very simple methods for the teaching. We use Hindi and English language so that everyone is comfortable. Should not be a problem, right? जो लैंग्वेज आपको कंफर्टेबल है उसमें आप मुझसे क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हो. Clear this, everyone. The next step, either you can go alone. There are so many resources available online. I'll not deny for this, but the problem is you have to keep searching the content. You have to keep searching the topic, whether this is important for you or not. But for with us, we definitely have everything in place. Now when I say data preparation with Power Query, it's not just a one topic. It is a lot of example which we are going to learn under this topic. So in this way you don't have to worry about okay यार क्या सीखे क्या ना सीखे. There are a lot of things. Not everything you have to learn. Whatever is required according to your role or according to the market requirement, you are going to focus on that. Okay. Any question here in this part? How to learn? All clear, all of you?
Yes, sir, all clear.
All clear?
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Thank you.
Now, what are the different opportunities you will have after learning this Power Query and Power BI or maybe a data analytics part, right? So there are two different type of opportunities. One opportunity is within your career, you will see some growth and then you will see some role change, right? So let's say you are working as a junior level, you can definitely plan to move to the mid level. If you are working at a mid level, along after this skills, you are eligible for the advanced roles where you can manage the teams, right? So like Vinayak, you're working as a business analyst, so Vinayak is handling a team. So Vinayak will handle the team effectively only when he know the tools. अगर विनायक को ही टूल नहीं पता रहेगा तो फिर वो टीम हैंडलिंग में प्रॉब्लम आएगा, राइट? एंड दैट्स द रीजन विनायक हैज अपग्रेडेड हिमसेल्फ विद ऑल दिस टूल्स. सो व्हेन यू आर इन दिस मिड रोल, यू आर रेडी टू मूव टू द नेक्स्ट रोल. सो डिफरेंट डोमेन्स, कोई भी डोमेन आप रहने दीजिए, हर जगह पे इसकी आपकी रिक्वायरमेंट रहती है, राइट? And there's a one more opportunity which I have like saw from the last few years. And what is that? It's a freelancing and consulting opportunity. Along with your current role, you don't have to quit your job. You don't have to leave your job. There are many options available where you can work as an independent and help the people in terms of the reporting requirement and in terms of their automation, right? You can definitely go ahead and check this website Upwork where a lot of freelancing work is available. All right. Okay. Any question here before I go to the final slide?
So one question on that certification.
Uh-huh.
How important is that certification and how long does it take to prepare and do it?
Okay. So when I say importance, so when let's say you are planning to switch the job in a Power BI role, okay, definitely you will send a resume to the recruiters, and when you have completed this certificate, you can add this logo on your resume itself. So this definitely give you a more weightage compared to a person who is saying, "Yeah, I know the Power BI," but you also know the Power BI and you have also completed this certification, right? Definitely your weightage will increase. This is very good when you are moving from one role to another role or you are switching the job, right? So you are sharing the resume, you are updating your LinkedIn profile. It is very important, right? And when it comes to a preparation, so we will definitely help you with the preparation of a mock test. Around one month is sufficient to do a practice on this with all the data sets and resource if I provide you. And if you do a consistency 1 hour daily or 2 hour 1 hour daily, that is enough for a 1 month. You can appear for the exam. So our course is also designed in such a way that these things that we are going to cover, right? So in an exam, more questions are asked based on these four topics. Data preparation transformation, 15% questions comes from this topic. Data modeling, analyzing decks, 25 to 30%. Around 45% to 50% questions comes on a visualizing the data. And finally, 10% questions comes from Power BI online part. So all these things we are definitely covering in our session, and we will also provide you with some data set question answers so that you can do the practice on this. Okay, Venoli, this
Thank
one?
you, sir.
Huh?
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Any other question before I go to the final part? Now, how to learn this, you know. Where to learn this? Okay. So, at Data Skill Up, we are going to start our new batch from 24th of January. All right. So, timing is going to be 9:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. every Saturday and Sunday, which is 2.5 hours Saturday, 2.5 hours Sunday. Total as a 5 hours, right? And then you have a 12 weeks plan, that is a 3 months, which you can attend online or offline. Offline is also available at our camp, Golibar Maidan Center. You can come there and you can definitely attend the offline class as well, right? Some benefits of this course. The course is live, but we record the live session and then we will give you the recording of a 1 year recording access. If you miss to attend any of the session, then you are free to attend multiple revision session or a miss session for a 1 year in any other upcoming batch. Interview questions are included. Job opening update, we will provide you all the job opening updates related to job, and then definitely some guidance you required on your office work, like you're working on some project, some Power BI report you are creating, you need some guidance on that. We will definitely help you with that as well. So clear everyone, all this part, all these points are clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hmm? All right.
Just
So
one question in this answer.
uh,
Suppose when we are missing, say Saturday, if we have work and we are missing that one, and then if we have, if you will definitely provide us with the recording.
right.
So then when we watch the recording and we have any questions on the recording, so
Mhm.
how can we clarify?
So you can make a note of your questions, and second day when we will meet, so first 15 minutes or 10 minutes, we will have a quick question answers from the previous session, right? So I'll definitely help you at before we start, before we go to the new topic.
Okay, sir.
Hmm? And also like we will have a WhatsApp group as well for the particular batch where also you can ask your question, and like you don't have to wait till tomorrow morning where we are going to meet. You can definitely go ahead and ask the question there as well. We'll help you with that as well. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Hmm? All right, no problem. Any other question here? Anyone?
No, sir.
No? All right.
Looks.
I forget to share you one thing with you is what along with this recording, we will also provide you step by step notes. There's a new addition now. This all the new addition. So these notes will be downloadable notes which you can keep with you, and look at this here. Everything will be here right from the beginning. How to open the file, how to save the file, what are the different options available. Now you want to have this one. Everything will be up. Look at this. Connect to the SharePoint. How to connect to the SharePoint. Connect to web page. How to connect to the web page. All the steps we will help you. Look at this here, all the steps we are going to provide you so that you can keep this PDF with you, and then you can any point of time you can go ahead and you can do the revision on this. I'll show you a few more as well. Look at this here, how you can change subcategory, how you can do the data modeling, how you can create a line chart. Look at this, if you're creating some column chart, what are the options you should select, how you can move this thing, right? You will have a recording plus you will have this notes as well. This is a new addition now. There's a new addition we have started from 2026 onwards where we provide the notes on each and every module. So you will have a notes for Power Query as well. You will have a notes for Power BI as well. And this is somewhere around 100-page notes. You will find everything, right? Whatever you required when you work independently. So you will have a recording access as well, and then you will have a notes as well, and then definitely you have a support through email as well after 1 year. So after 1 year, let's say you have some questions, you are stuck on some project, you can definitely go ahead and mark an email to us, and we will definitely going to help you there. Clear this? These additional benefits while learning with me, right?
This is very helpful.
This is
Thank
very
you.
helpful, right? So lot of things will be easy for you, or when you're learning with the under the expert guidance, right? You don't have to worry about small things which will be taken care by us. But वही होता है ना कि हम लोग क्या करें? Usually nowadays everything is available on the internet, right? I can go and I can choose the any author on a YouTube and I can start learning it, right? But what is the problem with learning with the YouTube?
Getting answers to your questions in
Answer
a
to your
quick.
question. If you have any question, आपको वहाँ पे comment करना रहेगा. You have to wait, or maybe for that particular question which you are not able to understand clearly, you have to watch 4 more videos. So time, learning span will increase. The thing which you can easily learn in 3 months here, possibly you require a 1 year. And who knows, like if there is some opportunity during this time, you will miss that, right? So take a wise decision. I'm not saying like okay, go with the expert guidance only. You people are matured enough, right? You definitely understand where to invest time and where to invest money and how like you can get the benefit. So it's definitely no need to explain this. आप सभी लोग ये सब फील्ड में हो, काम कर रहे हो, वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स हो, so it's definitely you know it better how the competitive market is going on, right? So it's very important for you to take a wise decision, right? Okay, all good, everyone.
All good, sir.
All
Thank
good?
you.
All right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So thank you everyone. Thank you for joining the session, and I hope like you have understood the benefit of this Power Query and Power BI, and I'm sure like now you are in a position where you can take some informed decision whether to go with these tools or not, right? So depending on your requirement, work requirement, you can take a call. Okay. I'm there to answer your question if you have any. So you have my number now. You can just drop a message or call me. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you
So,
so much, everyone. Have
thank
a
you.
nice Sunday afternoon, and we'll see you in a live session. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
sir.
Bye.
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 Thank
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.